As far as this trip has gone, it has actually been a great trip. Um, few of my favorite things. Um, I have enjoyed seeing all the kids in Fairbanks with their, big coats and all their little hats and their gloves and stuff. It's kind of cute watching the kids in all of their winter wear, and they're learning to walk, and yet they're learning to walk on snow and ice. So that has been really sweet to watch. Everyone here in Fairbanks has been very friendly that I have encountered. They can tell that you are a tourist. You cannot hide it. They're gonna be able to tell that you are a tourist. And it's not because Fairbanks is so small that everybody knows everybody. It's just you kind of stand out that you're not from here. Um, Now, I will say that there are a lot of people that are native to Fairbanks that they were wearing jeans, which is cotton. They were wearing tennis shoes out in the snow. So that's kind of an indicator is that they are not as bundled up as everyone else. Also, they just kind of have this way about them of they know where they're going, what they're doing, versus a tourist is kind of, looking around, not even taking pictures or anything like that, but just kind of in awe of Fairbanks and how beautiful it is, whereas they're used to it. So, yes, you're not going to be able to hide as a tourist when you come here. Um, but it has been very pleasant. I was a little disappointed that I didn't get to eat at more places, more local places. I mean, what I ate was good, but I did kind of want to get out and eat more. Um, that was a little disappointing that I didn't have more time to do that. But I did manage to get in everything that I wanted to get in and see and do. Some tips for you. Let me see. If you need to go to the restroom, do not wait. Don't think of waiting. Go as soon as you think you might have to go, because taking all of these clothes off to go to the bathroom takes a while. Another tip is you can kind of walk in the road if you need to, because the ice is more compact or the snow is more compact, so it's easier to walk on. But of course, don't walk out into the cars. If you need to cross a road, just know that 9 times out of 10, where the ice or where the cars and the trucks have drove over and really compacted down the snow, it has now more or less turned into ice. So as you're crossing a road, you're going snow, snow, here's a tire tread, that's probably going to be ice. Because first time I tried crossing a road, as soon as I hit that, I almost ate it. um, leave yourself enough time to get ready and move around. It is difficult trying to walk and get in and out of vehicles in the all the clothes. Your joints don't work as well as not having that much clothes on. For me, trying to get my huge boots in and out of the Uber was pretty funny. I would have to kind of hold on to the door and lean back to get my feet in first and then get myself in, and I would have to actually pull myself in. It's just not that easy to move around. If you're going to walk, just know that your normal walking pace will be cut in half, if not more. So if it takes you 10 minutes to go from point A to point B, it's probably going to take you more like 20 if you want to walk, just because of the ice and snow and because of how many clothes you have on. As far as the Max Transit, which is the bus. It is extremely punctual. If you get onto the Moovit app, Moovit, if you get onto the Moovit app, it will tell you a route of buses and tell you exactly when the bus is going to be there. And whatever time it says is 100% the time it's going to be there. If it says it's going to be there at 3:06, the bus rolls up at 3:06 on the dot. It's very accurate. However, these buses run very long routes, and it can take an hour or more for them to run the full route. So if you just miss the bus, it's going to be another hour until it passes back around again. So you want to plan ahead when it comes to the bus route and trying to get around. Also, I don't believe all of the buses are running on Sunday. I know the transit center, which is the hub where all of the buses end up coming into, I know that is definitely closed on Sunday. Another thing is everything closes really early. Shops, restaurants all close really early. Gas stations close early. I'm talking they are all closed roughly around 9 o'clock at night. The reason being is it seems like everyone here gets up early and starts early and then goes to bed early just because of the daylight. There's not that much daylight. The sun is up roughly around 9 in the morning and then sets around 3. And a lot of people don't really want to get out that late. I mean, there are some places that are open, but don't expect everything to be open and fully functional because it won't be. So you kind of have to plan ahead for if you're wanting to go to a restaurant or wanting to go to a specific museum or something like that. You really have to look at the hours because they could be closed by the time you get there. Same thing goes for a lot of the tourist things. Some things are more for the summer, some things are for the winter. So you have to really research online and find out, okay, just like the Pioneer Park Museum, it closes after the summer. It's not open in the winter. So if you're wanting to go and see specific things, you have to kind of look. And I will say some of the websites are not that clear. I mean, I looked and it looked like, okay, Pioneer Park is open, I'll go to the museum. But then I get there and find out it's actually been closed since the summer ended. Which you're wasting time or money. You know, I had to waste an Uber ride. But the Uber rides here are pretty inexpensive. To go kind of across Fairbanks, you're looking at about $15, so that's not that bad. However, you might have to wait for a ride. 20, 25 minutes to wait for an Uber. There's no one out, and especially at night. They just aren't really driving it. Or just find a local here that they're willing to give you rides. Somebody, maybe it's someone who's a tour guide and you did, a night tour, but they're available during the day. Maybe they can drive you around, whatever. Everyone's here friendly enough, and no one seemed sketchy to where I wouldn't want to get into a car. It's very, very safe here. So yeah, that's some of my tips for Alaska. It is beautiful here. It is very beautiful. I recommend coming here. I would like to come back in the summer and see the midnight sun, 24 hours of sunlight, and do some of the outdoors activities in the summer. But that'll probably be a couple of years down the road because I have other trips I want to go on first. But yes, overall, Fairbanks has been very beautiful. North Pole was beautiful. Arctic Circle. Alaska is a very beautiful state, so I recommend coming here and visiting.